Check this out.
Welcome to Optic Tea with LonnieB, the online talk show which connects you with people all over the world.
Go ahead, be great.
Hear about their successes, failures, and the journey taken to bring them to where they are today. Now, let's listen to Optic Tea with the host, LonnieB.
Hey, welcome everyone. It is Optic Tea with LonnieB for another night of entertainment with you, where we empower you to be the best you can be. So thank you for tuning in. You know the routine. Go ahead and tag a friend, text a friend, and tweet a friend. Come on, let's go ahead and get everyone out there. Go ahead and tag someone, text a friend, and tweet a friend. How's everyone doing? Hey, Miss Rosalind. Y'all, I got my phone working today. Yes, so I can see all comments live and in full effect. Today is a good day. So while we're waiting on people to come in, if you have not had the privilege of joining me every morning at 8:30 a.m. Monday through Friday for Morning Tea with LonnieB, you are missing it. Please go out and check them. Thank you, Rosalind. Rosalind says, I'm looking cute. Hey. So go ahead and tune in to me every morning, Monday through Friday, with Morning Tea with LonnieB right here. So yes, how's everyone doing? Thank you, Rosalind. Loving the hair. Y'all, let me tell you. Went to the salon to get my hair done, and I had nothing but free time because last week wasn't the second week. So my hairstylist said, hey, I got all the time in the world. So I let her have her way with my hair. And y'all look, I am blind. I love it. 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 It is such a new me. So there's so much that's coming about a new me, and I'm embracing the new me because I am trusting God in everything I am doing. Go ahead, everyone, if you're in, please tell me hello and tell me where you're signing in from. I would love to hear from you and or see you in the near future. Remember, Optic Tea with LonnieB is every second and fourth Thursday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. So please go ahead and set those calendars and set those reminders so you don't miss a show. Also, starting at the end of the year, we will be switching. We will be starting seasons. So we'll call tea season. So we'll have tea season 1, tea season 2. That will start actually in September. What we'll be doing is we'll do 8 weeks straight, and then we'll actually be off for 4 weeks so we can prepare for the next 8 weeks. But you can always tune in and always see me every morning at 8:30 a.m. on Morning Tea with LonnieB. So today, let me just tell you, fun fact. Good fact, today is Stevie Wonder's birthday. Happy birthday, Stevie. And also, if you tuned in this morning, today is, let's see. Today was, I think it was Apple Pie Day, I believe. Can't remember. This morning show was actually very, very awesome. So, but tonight is going to be even great. Have a treat for you tonight. Tonight we actually have back again with us. Oh, that's Odessa. She's a best-selling author. She's actually written 2 books, Surviving Grace and Finding Joy in the Journey. And then also she is joined tonight with Monty Quinn, who they have actually collaborated together, and they have written a book of poetry that's due to come out and be released. So please do not leave, do not go anywhere, sit right there because we are in for a treat tonight. They'll actually be sharing a little bit from us about their show. Their show. They'll be sharing with a little bit to us about their book, just to entice you just a little. So when it actually drops and they actually do the pre-sales and the pre-orders, you'll already have a snippet of what you're going to be in for. So tonight, let's go ahead and get started. For those who are just tuning in, you are tuning in to Optic Tea with LonnieB. Our first guest tonight that will be sharing with us is Q Montgomery, also known as Monty Quinn. He is an author. He is a poet. He has written 4 books and continuing to write. The books that he has written is I Heard Her Say, Honestly Speaking, Volume 1, Honestly Speaking, Volume 2, and Thinking. And then tonight, he and Odessa will share with us their next upcoming adventure of a book release. So please do not Let's not wait any longer. Everyone, please join me as we welcome Monty Quinn. Hello, Monty Quinn. How are you?
Hello, how are you doing, LonnieB?
I'm good. Look, got the beard game going. Ladies, you see it? Hello, got the beard game going. Ladies, you see he got the beard all going. I see you. I see you. Awesome. Nice to see you. Thank you so much for joining in tonight and actually taking the allowing us the opportunity for you to share with us about your new book. We really appreciate it. Y'all, she's no stranger to us. She's been here not once but twice, and now she's back for a third time. Third time's the charm. Y'all, she is that's Odessa Young, who is an author of Survival Grace and Finding Joy in the Journey. So Finding Joy in the Journey, Volume 1. So everyone, please join with me as we welcome best-selling author Odessa Young. Hey!
Hello, everybody.
How's it going?
It is going well.
Good. I love that backdrop. I almost had on the top that color.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So we are here tonight to talk about your book. But before we get into that, you got to give us the tea about who you are. So Monty Quinn, tell us a little bit beyond the author, beyond the poet. Who is M. Montgomery, aka Monty Quinn?
Who am I? I am a father. I'm a lover of God. I am a son. I am a boyfriend. I am a minister. I am I'm a litany of things. First and foremost, I'm just a black man trying to survive in this crazy world. I'm just like I said, I'm a writer. I'm just a real simple guy. I try to keep everything very simple. Hard-working guy, very mild-mannered, just real chill. I am a mama's boy. I will say that, and I'm my granny's baby.
Okay.
So, those are not necessarily bad things. That means I just love the two people who invested in me. That's what that means.
Absolutely. And I was going to say, we can look at that two ways. We can look at, hey, ladies, he's a mama's boy and a granny's baby. It means that he's going to take care of you 100%, or it could be the total opposite. Run, Stella, run.
Nah, I can assure you it's not the latter.
Absolutely. So tell us a little bit about your books. You have written. I want to hear about this, Honestly Speaking, Volume 1 and 2.
Okay. So those are actually my first books. I wrote those books in 2011. Mm-hmm. I actually was just writing a lot, posting on Facebook, really not thinking about writing a book. And I had one of my Facebook friends ask me one day, "Hey, Q, do you have books?" And I said, "No, I don't." And they was like, "You should think about putting one out." And so I went back and, to my surprise, I had like almost 200 to 300 poems that I had written, and they were just sitting there, and I was just like, okay, cool. So I compiled them, I got them together, and I published. And
wow,
to my surprise, I had a lot of people who supported, and I'm grateful for that. And so that's what really kind of spurred the journey and got me going, and really let me see, like, man, like this gift that God has given me, it's not just for me, and I'm able to touch people and change perspectives and help bring clarity to some situations. And so I've been writing ever since.
So you said bring clarity to some situations. What are some situations? Share with us just maybe one or two situations.
Well, I've found for my writing, I write about love a lot. I feel like love is a very complex subject. And so, it has many different ways you can interpret it. And so I write about it to help bring clarity from a male perspective, because I feel like a lot of males, we don't express love in the same way as women. And so I try to be that voice, I guess. I try to use my voice as a sounding board to say, hey, I understand. I'm not perfect. I mean, I get things wrong too, but I do a good job of trying to understand and trying to, voice that understanding the best way that I can. you know, help people along the way that, you know, feel like all men just don't care or just don't get it. And so, you know, that's what I try to convey through my poetry. And then I do have moments where I just step to the side. You know, me and Lady O, we've been she's been taking me out my box a little bit. So, you know, we've been exploring the more sensual side of things, and it's good though, because, you know, I feel like that's also a part of love, and, you know, women deeply desire that sensuality within their relationships, and so you know, I appreciate her for, you know, pulling me out of that zone and really challenging me.
So you were in a box.
I wouldn't say I was in a box, but, you know, I'm careful about what I say.
Absolutely.
You know, I'm very careful about what I say, because I don't want to be demeaning with my words. I don't want to be disrespectful with my words. And then, you know, like I said, I'm heavily involved in church. And so, you know, I try to, you know, respect that as well. You know, I don't want people to look at me and be like, oh, well, he does this and then he does that or says that. But there's also the truth, right?
Yes.
And so what I'm doing now is I'm just speaking the truth, you know, in a way that's not necessarily degrading, but it's honest. And so, right. You know, sex is a real thing. Love making is a real thing. You know, the marriage bed is not defiled, you know, all of those things. And so, you know, I'm just reaching a little bit. I'm just reaching.
Okay, that's good. You know, I got one of them. So yeah, y'all read it. Yeah. Ladies, let me tell you, and just if you have the opportunity to stay, because they are going to read one of the poems from their book. I'm not going to share the name until we get further into the night, but y'all, please, honey, go get your tea.
Get your tea.
Because I promise you, you're going to take a sip.
Get your tea, get your wine, get your little cognac, whatever it is you want to sip on.
Yeah.
Go get it.
You need to sip. And honey, if you don't have your pearls on, go get them, because I promise you're going to clench them tonight.
Okay.
That's the goal.
Yeah. So thank you so much, Monty. We're going to actually do the tag team method. Oh, that's Odessa. Welcome back.
Yes. Thank you for having me again.
Absolutely. So now, Odessa, tell us what you have been up to.
Man, life is on fast track for me. For those of y'all who don't know, I'm a licensed professional counselor, so I do mental health therapy. I'm a wellness coach for Herbalife, working on that summer body loading, living my best life, in the best shape, better shape as I enter my 40s than I was leaving my 30s. So very thankful about that. Man, quite a bit going on. Have our wonderful poetry release coming up. I have the second part of the Grace series coming out this year also. So just stay tuned.
Yes. And so now you're talking about leaving your 30s and walking into your 40s better. You know, you talked about you being a licensed certified health coach, as well as, licensed professional counselor. Well, I want you to talk about something that I have watched you that has shown true results. Now, y'all, I don't take it. I'm not telling you I do, because I don't have that kind of discipline. I'm just going to tell you, but I've watched Odessa. So tonight, I really want you to tell us about Herbalife.
Now, Herbalife is a full service wellness nutrition company. If you have if you need proper nutrition, we have vitamins, skincare, energy tea, fat burners. Fitness line is A+. If you want to take your fitness level up to the next level to make sure your body is getting everything it needs before, during, and after the workout, I got something for you. So it's just a vast variety of everything, but it is hands down the best nutrition company in the world. And it's also an 80s baby like me. So there you go.
And
but if you need it, I got you.
I know. Look, you have to sit me down and slow me down and say, look, sit and listen, right?
Yeah, and listen. We can try just one product. You need your metabolism boosted. I got several options. Do one at a time. Baby steps.
Baby steps. Y'all all start out with that word baby steps. And then like, how babies, when they fall and some don't get up and some do this. See, that's me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a fall and I'm like, and y'all just gonna leave me now.
Now, as your wellness coach, I'm gonna take your hand because this journey is shared together. As your coach, I'm not leaving you stranded. We're going together.
Yes. So I'll think about it. Yeah, I'll think about it. And I'll think about it. So now tell me, you all have both have been writing individually and together. How did you all meet to actually start to write together? That's what I want to hear.
Want me to tell the story?
Yeah, you tell the story. I want to hear your perspective.
You want to hear my spin?
Yeah.
Okay, so we met in South Carolina at a Black Book Fair, and it was actually my first foray into the book fair, thing. I had never done it. Didn't know what I was doing actually, and went down there, and it was a great time. It was a great networking opportunity. It was a place where Black authors could get together and just support one another. We were given the opportunity to hear from Nikki Giovanni, who was from my hometown in Cincinnati, Ohio, Lincoln Heights, Zone 15, and it was just a great time. It was just a great time, and during that whole event, I'm walking around talking, and she was like a little bit across from me, and during that moment, I'm talking to her, and we just kind of sharing, our backgrounds or whatnot, and she's telling me about her book, I'm telling her about mine, and my brother's chatting it up, and and lo and behold, we wound up taking a couple of pictures together, and then she reached out to me a little later on and said, "Hey, like I've been reading your stuff, and I think did you purchase my book?"
I did.
Okay, she purchased my book, and yeah, she reached out to me later, like, "Hey, like, what would you think about writing a book with me?" And I'm like, "Absolutely, why not?" Like, like she's a very, very, very beautiful spirit, very genuine person, and I caught that vibe immediately, and so it was a no-brainer for me. And then, I mean, as writers, we always need something that's going to, spark that flame to get us somewhere else. And so she's doing a great job of pulling me out of my comfort zone.
Yay! That's all.
Thank you for saying yes.
Absolutely. Thank you for asking.
So here's the thing, Monty. She pulled you out of her comfort zone. I pulled her out of her comfort zone.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah.
I pulled her. Yes. So that's how we got. That's Odessa. So yeah. So that's exciting. So you all met at a book festival.
Black Ink, 2019.
Wow. So that was actually before the pandemic.
Yeah.
So when did you all actually start writing, putting things together, collabing together?
She sent me, I think she sent me like 5 or 6 poems, like right before the pandemic started.
Okay.
And once all that stuff, I got lost in the sauce. I'm not even gonna lie. She sent them to me, and I just like life happened, and so we just kind of like lost contact for a second, and then we connected again on Instagram, and it was just like, hey, like let's get this done. Like let's really get to it. Like let's really sit down and really put pen to paper and do what's necessary to make this book come alive. And we've been doing that, So.
Good. So now, Odessa, you all met at the book festival. Were you there promoting both of your books, or what were you there promoting?
I was there promoting Survival by Grace. At that time, we hadn't did the Find and Join Journey collaboration.
Okay. So tell us a little bit about Survival by Grace.
So that is the story of my triumph through several adverse childhood experiences, domestic violence, sexual assault, neglect and abuse by my father. Some grief and loss is also in there. Not gonna give too much away, but it's definitely something that can be used for the youth as a conversation starter, which is part of, I think, the disparity with not sharing with the youth what happened to you as a parent, as a friend, or somebody connected to them, to let them know they're not alone. It's okay to get help, to establish trust, and then it's definitely something that promotes hope and encouragement, that anyone can say, oh, that was your story and I see you today.
Right.
Yes, God in there somewhere, because it doesn't make sense with where my life is today from where I started without acknowledging that only God could do that.
And that's
just not possible.
Right. And that's why I wanted you to talk about the book, because there were so many things that when they hear the title of the book that you and Monty are putting together, even you collaborating with a male is one thing, but the type of what you all are writing about is another. And so, you know, we talked about it the last time you were on the show, is that through everything that you've gone through, you could have gone one or two ways. And you chose to take the high road. You chose to do perseverance. You chose determination. You chose to rise above your situation. So I commend you for that.
I appreciate it. To God be the glory.
It's
I don't know.
Huh?
Left to my own devices, I'm a hot mess now.
Right. I think we all are, right?
Absolutely.
We're all a hot mess. So now, Monty, when we come back, before we start talking about this book, now you said you're a boyfriend. So I want to hear, because I'm a woman, and I want to hear your significant other's response when you told her you were writing a collab of the type of book that you're writing with Lady O. So when we come back, think about that. You know, you might keep it high level. I know, you know.
Nah, I got you.
So when we come back, everyone, please go and grab your tea. It's about to get hot in here with Monty Quinn and Lady O. So please stay right there. We'll be right back with Optic Tea with LonnieB.
Once again, one day there was two detectives sitting in a car talking. As they were talking, someone came up on them, snuck up on them, shot them both. That right there set off a firestorm that I am dealing with to this day. I'm so caught up in the middle of it right now. This kid did not have a job that Matthews did something wrong, and I didn't do nothing about it, but I can do something now.
How do you figure that? I mean, the man is crazy.
Hey.
You need to just relax, all right? I'm just saying, relax. Relax. Listen.
This man killed his dad. Now he's trying to kill him. Why would you represent somebody like that? I don't understand.
It's about justice.
I know it don't make no sense, but I feel like he needs to face his fears, you know?
We, the jury, find the defendant, Tony Harris, guilty in the first degree for the murder of Jeremiah Matthews Sr., and also guilty in the first degree for the attempted murder of Jeremiah Matthews Jr.
What happened to the guy who had a purpose?
I am the
guy who stood for justice before anything else. Huh? Just tell me the story one more time, from beginning to end, and do not leave anything out.
So killing a man, that's just nothing to you, right?
It didn't happen like that. Been expecting Harris.
And we are back. Thank you all for tuning in to Optic Tea with LonnieB. For those who are just joining us, that is actually a film from my good friend who I just recently met, who is an awesome guy, Steven Sticks Josie, and it's called The Hills. Please be sure to check it out. It's a film you don't want to miss. It's intense. It's a chair grabber and it's a breath taker. So please be sure to go ahead and check it out. It's The Hills, written and produced by Steven Sticks Josie. You can always check him out on Facebook if you want to know all his other work, just like you can find out about Monty Quinn and Oh, That's Odessa. So now, Monty Quinn, before we went to the commercial break, I asked you to think about something that I wanted to share. So we all know that Lady O is not the significant one. We also know that you do have a significant one. So when you decided to collab and accept this opportunity with Lady O, you had to have a conversation with the missus. What was that conversation like?
It was easy. I think the thing that I appreciate about my girl is that she loves my writing, right? And so when I told her about, how I met Lady O and how, she had reached out to me, she knows how I am about my writing. She knows that, I'm writing constantly. Right. And so, just the opportunity to collaborate with Lady O and just really to, like I said, just grow as a writer, right? Mm-hmm. And then, to be able to just write in a space that I don't typically stay in too often. Like if you read my first book, I have some stuff in there that you'll be like, oh wow, like that's what you're doing. And then I kind of grew, right? And so I kind of like stepped away from that. But I have some stuff in Honestly Speaking, Volume 2 that is very, very. And so but she's very supportive of my writing, awesome. And of me just going out here and just growing as a writer, And I mean, you need different experiences with different people to do that. Like, because like you said earlier, like you can kind of get caught in a box and doing the same thing over and over again if you're only just kind of doing your own thing. And absolutely. So, it was an opportunity that I couldn't pass up. And, like I said, she's very supportive of everything that I do.
Awesome. So, Mrs., if you're watching, you got an awesome man. We commend you, my
you better tell her. You better tell her.
See, there you go. And see, she probably background talking about, he know I'm the one. He know I'm the one that's supposed to be down. No, she's a great girl. Awesome. So now, what I've been waiting to talk about. So you all met at a book festival, decided to collab. Now, who's going to share the title and the concept of you all's book? Who wants to go?
You can take that.
Okay, the title is Poetic Outpour. And it is a male-female perspective. We both selected 15 titles individually, and then we will have responses to each other's work in the book. So you get female perspective versus male perspective, and then it goes deeper because sometimes our mindsets are different. So you may read one of our poems and then the responses may take you a different way. And one thing we wanted to focus on during this collaboration is being free and expressing whichever way you're led to do. So we're not focusing on a lot of rewrites. It's free reign. Wow. We're pushing the pen and leaving it out there.
Yeah, you definitely get it how it comes.
Wow. So Odessa started out, she sent you 5, right? Uh-huh. So you had to respond to those 5.
Here's the thing. I haven't fully responded to those 5. So she sent me 5. I think I responded to 1. And then I think I sent her like 6. And then she responded to like 3. Uh-huh. And then I responded to another one of hers. and then I sent her some more. And she sent me some more. So it's just, like I said, it's just a very fluid process.
So let me ask you, because that's unique. I've never heard of that concept in writing. So I will be purchasing because I want to see, because you're getting one who writes a poem with one mindset, and then your response, because you all don't talk about it, you just exchange it. And so now I get to hear your perspective of how you interpreted her poem.
Absolutely.
So I'm going to formulate my perception when reading your poem or her poem, and then I get to read your response. That's going to be interesting. So now, is it all one type of poem?
Nope.
Poems, or are they just different?
We touch on everything. Like I just wrote a poem. It's a prayer. I just wrote it. I haven't even sent it to her yet, but I just wrote a prayer, and so I'll send that to her.
Okay.
And you know, I kind of got inspired after the passing of DMX. You know, he was very good at writing or reciting prayers, or just praying in general. I'm not even gonna say reciting. And so I was led to do it myself, and so I'll be sending that to you. So, and but yeah, it's everything. I have, like I said, it's prayer. We talk about love. We talk about love making. We talk about just flat out sex.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, because it's a difference. It's a difference.
It is. You're absolutely right.
Yeah. So I mean, we it's all over the board, and like she said, it's just one of those things where we just free. You know, it's a moment of liberation for both of us in a way. You know?
Awesome. So you talked about prayer, you talked about love, you talked about flat out sex. Let me ask you two things that are hot in America right now. I want to know, will we find something in your book? One is about COVID, the pandemic, and the other is about being a Black man in America. I can't breathe.
I have written something. I have not sent it to her. And the reason I have not sent it to her is because it's so personal that I want to make sure when I do send it that I have said everything I want to say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
But I've touched on it. Yes, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now that's going to be interesting. I mean, if nothing about that, let's talk about that. And I don't want you to go deep into it. I'm going to assume that you're talking about speaking from as a Black man in America at this state. Let me say this to you. I commend all my Black brothers. I commend all my Black men. I thank you for the man that you are. And so many times we as women forget what you're faced with outside. That we forget that you have to come home, and we really need to make home a place of refuge for you. That we have to make you feel comfortable that we are your safe haven when nobody else is. If I'm your other, you should know that I'm your safe haven, that I'm going to always uphold you. I'm going to always uplift you. So I thank you for being a Black man that is progressively moving forward in your skill, in your craft, even in the times that we're in, and you're taking your talent and using it as a way that you can express who you are as a Black man today in America. So if no one else has told you, which I know your queen has, you have another queen outside of Lady O and the significant one. You have another queen that tells you, thank you for being an awesome Black man in America. Thank you for being an awesome father in America. Thank you for being a Black man who loves. Thank you, ultimately and most, last but not the least, being a Black man that knows how to pray. So I say thank you.
Appreciate that.
I say thank you if no one else does. So now that I guess, yay! So now all the kush out the way. Now let's look. Chantel Latisse Fuller says beyond amazing. Is she saying Monty Quinn's beyond amazing, or just being a Black man is beyond amazing? Which one? Chantel, let us know. Let's go through a few comments. Actually, hello, Vanessa.
Hi, Vanessa.
Vanessa is actually how Odessa and I met. She is the visionary behind Finding Joy in the Journey, which we are all bestsellers. international bestsellers. Yes, ma'am, we are. Thank you, Vanessa. And also, Vanessa is actually, we're getting ready to put out Finding Joy in the Journey Part 2. So please hold your seat because I'll be having some of the authors. That's a collaboration of a group of ladies. I think it's 89 ladies, 90, I make 90 ladies who come together again, Vanessa, and we're writing again to talk about Finding Joy in the Journey Part 2. Barbette Wilmore. Hey, Ladybug. Actually, Barbette is, I met her through Clubhouse. Are y'all part of Clubhouse?
Oh, yeah.
Yes. So I met her in Clubhouse. Barbette has a room in Clubhouse. Awesome woman. Awesome, awesome, awesome. She has an organization called Beautiful One. And when I tell you her story is amazing, it is amazing. So be on the lookout to hear from Miss Barbette in the near future as well. She has a lot that we can relate to, Lady O, because look, he's branded you. Now, look, I gave her O that's Odessa. Now you got me calling her Lady O. But we, her story, we can all relate to it. And it's so phenomenal just to hear her story, to hear her daughter's story. It's phenomenal. So now that we've gotten all that out the way, a few things, let's talk about this new book that's getting ready to release. So we've given us the title. Mm-hmm. So you both have done the first and the second, right? Of the poem, or just one?
We have both parts.
We have both parts. She sent the first part and I responded.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So are we gonna get to hear it tonight?
You are. Are y'all ready?
So we're gonna go to commercial. Now, before we go to commercial, ladies, let me tell you something. Call your girlfriend, put her in here. Men, call your homeboy, put him in here. Because, can I say the title? Okay, so when we come back, we're going to hear Odette Lady O's version. We're going to hear Monty Quinn's version of, it's from their new book that's getting ready to come out. And the poem that they will be reading is Between Breathless and Ecstasy. Yeah, clench it, ladies. Trust me, I've read it. Between Breathless and Ecstasy. So if you have kids in the room, you might want to tell them to exit stage left. Please do.
It's time for bed.
Out there. This is not for kids. Tonight is not a family show. Your kids cannot learn about this yet. So please, please, please put their earplugs in. Let them play the gaming system. Let them go outside, whichever one. But please make sure that when we come back, that there are no kids that are listening, because when we come back, it is for adult entertainment only. You're tuning in to Optic Tea with LonnieB. When we come back, you'll hear Between Breathless and Ecstasy from Lady O and Monty Quinn. Stay right there. Grab your tea. We'll be right back.
Experience the empowerment of Optic Tea with LonnieB. Join us every second and fourth Thursday as our guests share the success and failures of the journey that brought them to experience their truth.
It's been everything. It's been a little bit of hurt. It's been a little bit of pain. But for the most part, it has been good. And it's definitely according to God's plan.
LonnieB is insightful, thought-provoking, and just plain funny. Every second and fourth Thursday on Facebook Live, Twitch TV, and YouTube Live. It's Optic Tea with LonnieB.
And we are back. For those who are just tuning in, you are tuning in to Optic Tea with LonnieB, where my guest tonight is Monty Quinn and Lady O. Oh, that's so desperate. She's been with us before. So tonight, they are actually sharing with us about their new book that they actually collaborated together, and they are getting ready to read all the kids out the house, all the kids out the room. All right. So here we go. I said the disclaimer, and now you will hear from Odessa and Monty Quinn as they share one excerpt out of their book, Between Breathless and Ecstasy. I now turn it over to you.
All right. Between Breathless and Ecstasy. Like sipping a cup of a hot tea that's almost too hot to drink. My breath becomes shorter and my body starts to tingle. I am then overcome with chills as your lips press against mine. I breathe and you step closer. I breathe again and you squeeze tighter. My body is a paint spread on you like a canvas. We create a colorful piece of art we call euphoria. The moment in between when I gasp and reach for more of you, I breathe and you step closer. Your hands are around my waist as you rest your lips on my neck. I pause and take all of you in. It's almost overwhelming, as if my body is in shock. Your embrace and touch and kiss become all I desire. I breathe and you have all of me. We are so close, our breathing starts to mimic each other. I want to speak, but I can't make a sound. You stare into me, and your body answers a question I didn't have the strength to ask. I meet you there, in that moment when I try to take my next breath and exhale. I breathe, and you guide your hands over my body like you're outlining a must read again passage in your favorite book. My breath becomes shorter, and our movements become more intense. You took me there to our place, the place beyond happiness, past peace, to the place where your breath became my oxygen and I exhaled.
She said that his breath became her oxygen and she exhaled. Ladies, how many of us have been in that position? That his breath became your oxygen in a good way and you exhaled. And then you just rolled over like a little baby and went to sleep.
Don't tell that part.
You done.
Oh, that's good.
Bishop, I promise. Look, Bishop, hey, it's their book, not mine. I'm just helping them promote it. Hey, but one day I'll be able to experience that, right? So, Odessa, thank you so much. That his oxygen became her breath so she could exhale. Okay. Monty Quinn.
My turn, huh?
Yes, your turn.
All right, so this is my version of Between Breathless and Ecstasy. It says, she makes me weak. Anytime I'm in her presence, I feel like a kid again, crushing on her, tongue-tied, unable to verbalize my thoughts or interject my feelings. I stand in awe of her like we're meeting again for the first time. The mere thought of her causes my heart to pound. My body grows hot and my mind races. Butterflies tickle my stomach. I literally lose self-control. Everything about her is amazing. Her aura leaves me awestruck. The feeling she gives is pure ecstasy, a rapturous delight that takes my breath away. My only desire is to share her space, void of words, overflowing with actions, indulgent in life-altering moments that causes time to stand still. Her body speaks to me in a way that leaves me no alternative but to respond. It's her standing in the kitchen, a 5'5" thick little something, cocoa brown skin, bow-legged with ass for days that I personally cherish. I could not pass her by. She has a pull on me that I dare not push away. So I approach her from behind, wrapping my arms around her waist, pulling her close, gently kissing on her neck as I press my body against hers so that she feels my presence. It's important that she feels my excitement rise. The suddenness of the intense, passionate moment shifts the atmosphere. Excuse me. Shifts the atmosphere, and my hands explore her curves. I feel her body settle within my embrace. Her heartbeat quickens and her breaths grow deeper and more intense. Our bodies begin to dance together. She turns around. We lock eyes and begin to kiss. Her kisses taste like honey from the honeycomb. So sweet. The way she kisses me makes me want to taste every part of her, treat myself to her, overindulge in her, to find the greatest satisfaction within her. It is her for me, my woman, my lady, my between breathless and ecstasy. That's the
Yes,
piece.
sir.
Woo-wee. Yes, Veronica. Ooh. He said she is 5'9", thick and cocoa brown. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. Okay, y'all. Let me cool off for a minute. Y'all, let me tell you. For everyone who's tuning in, if you have not read anything about Monty Quinn or Lady O, please read, follow them on Facebook, on Instagram. I promise you, this book that's coming out. Oh, Lord Jesus. I don't have on pearls, but I'm trying to find them to clinch it.
Let me say this, though. This is like one of the more mild poems, right? We have a couple more that go a little, yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Yes. So now, when is the book coming out? Because now you got us all excited now. So.
Yeah.
Oh, my son is here. Say hi. Say hi.
Hi.
Daddy, I'm hungry.
Okay. Give me a second, okay?
I want hot dogs.
Okay.
Yes, hot
He
dog
wants
was
hot dogs. It's too late for hot dogs.
So now, when is it coming out?
It will be out in the fourth quarter of this year. So we gon' in that October, November, December frame.
Okay. Ladies, gentlemen, y'all have heard it, because look, this is a book for everybody. Because see, this is a book, look, for the adult entertainers only. You want to have game night, you can do role play a poem.
Right.
Role play a poem. Look, you want to spark some excitement back in your life. Just send a note. Look, Veronica's talking about they need to read one more. So October, November. So that'll be a great Christmas gift, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay. So look, when you all get it, you're gonna have to come back on. We're gonna have to hear it. So it's 15 poems each, or is it 30?
So 15. We each wrote 15 poems. So that's 30, and then we responded to each other. So that's another 30. So it's 60.
60.
Minimum 60.
Minimum 60. He pushing the pen. You're pushing the pen again.
Because you never know what happens, right? Like,
Absolutely. Look, I see this being a volume 1, a volume 2. Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I can guarantee you that now. Yeah, it'll be more.
I love the concept. I really, really do. I love the concept. I don't think I've ever read a book that's like that. So that's going to be something new, something refreshing, because now couples can actually read it. And like I said, you read one and you talk about it, and you read another one, you read the response and be like, okay, so, what did you think? How did you think about that? How would you have responded to it? So then, like I said, you can always do role play. So tell me, so while you all are writing, what else are some of the things that you all have going on? And we'll start with Lady O. What are some of the things you have going on, and what are some, and where can people find anything about you?
Yes, I'm super excited. I love saying, that's at Dessa.com. Which is my all-inclusive website designed by LonnieB. So on there, you can sign up for any services that I provide. There is a form if you want a free consultation for mental health therapy, wellness coaching, purchase a book, speaking engagements, and later on this year, I will be a certified life and health coach. So if you have anything going on in your life and would like to bring the best you to life, I am your girl at odessa.com.
Yes. Awesome. And Mr. Monty Quinn.
Well, all of my books are on Amazon. So you can go on there, just Google Monty Quinn, or you can Google Monty Quinn, or just go on Amazon and search Monty Quinn, and I'll pop up. I'm also working on this King's Collective movement. It's been something that's on my heart for a while. I started it and then I stopped it, and so we have that going on too. Just trying to bring Black men together, and not just Black men, but just people of God. Period. To just say, hey, we are together, and with the pandemic, it seems like everything's been so divided, right? Nobody goes to church anymore, nobody fellowships anymore, and so I feel like there's a need for the people of God to come together under one umbrella, and quit just I'm Kojic, I'm Baptist, I'm this, I'm that. Man, we all love God, period. So we the King's Collective, and so I have that going on, and just trying to do some things for young adults, young boys. I grew up in a single parent household, and so I really want to do something that can bring some continuity and some good examples for young men. Not just my kids. I have 2 boys, but I want to be able to be a positive example for other young men as well. So just trying to find ways to put myself out there and really help. It's some good people in Cincinnati who's already doing some things, here. And so we definitely want to connect with them and try to do those things. So that's where I'm at right now. And then I'm just writing. We got this book coming out.
We know.
we got this.
Awesome.
Got this book coming out, and then I'm working on some other stuff too. So
good. I love to see the diversity that the 2 of you, the styles of your writings. I love to see the diversity. I have Odessa's book, Survival by Grace. I've read it. Of course, I've read her excerpt and Finding Joy in the Journey. So definitely, I love
my books.
Let me see. Let me look. You never know.
Yeah, don't forget that now.
I heard her say, this is like everybody's favorite book, because I literally wrote this whole book from the perspective of a woman. So everybody loves that book.
Okay.
And then these are the 2 Honestly Speaking books.
Honestly Speaking.
So,
okay.
Yeah. So yeah, go to Amazon, pick them up.
Okay.
And yeah.
Awesome. I will I'll definitely go out there and I'm gonna purchase let's see, what's the first one I'm gonna purchase? I
heard her say is like everybody's favorite of my 4 books so far.
Okay, awesome. And I like paperback because I like to and then I like notes. Yes.
Appreciate you, Veronica.
Yes, Veronica says. So Veronica is a childhood friend that I've had over 40 years. She's an Herbalife person, Odessa. So that's your
Herbalife
sister. But once again, I salute both of you. I commend both of you. I cannot wait until your book comes out. I cannot wait to have you back on the show to talk about your up and coming adventures that you're having. Odessa, you're always welcome to come back. Monty Quinn, you have a platform, you have a voice, and the uniqueness of what you're all doing. I cannot not say that you will not have people in your inbox, in your DM saying, what can you do to do a virtual event, the 2 of you, because it's something unique, it's something refreshing, it's something different. Book clubs calling you out. So I do see that. I do believe that is something that will be different and refreshing for everyone. So if they need to contact you, Lady O, how can they contact you? I know on that'sodessa.com, but how can they follow you and how can they reach you? How can I get in your DM, girl?
Get in my DM. You can follow me on Instagram at that'sodessa. On Instagram, I am Odessa Young. On Facebook, I am Odessa 2019 on Twitter. And Those are my social media handles. I don't tweet often. So Facebook, IG, website. My books are also available on Amazon.com.
Yes. Awesome. And Monty Quinn?
You can find me on Instagram at Monty_Quinn707. On Facebook, you can find me at my government name, Quincy Montgomery, Quincey Montgomery. Yeah. And yeah, I don't do Twitter. I haven't gotten there yet. But I'm gonna get me a website from LonnieB. That's what
That's right.
Come on through. Come on
through. Website from LonnieB, and then everything's just gonna be in one little space. Like, that's.
So yes, so I thank you all for joining tonight. For those who tuned in, I thank you all for tuning in as always. Thank you for supporting Optic Tea with LonnieB. I'm just a small little girl in a small city from Oak Cliff, Texas, and I'm just looking for those hidden gems, such as myself. I'm somebody in my neighborhood, but I want to be somebody to everybody that has a heart to save and to reach out and to make a difference in everyone's life. So I thank you all. Do you all have final?
For having us.
You're welcome. Do you have final words for everyone that's out there?
You want me to do the final words?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So the final word would be this: that God does not make no mistakes. He strategically moves in everyone's life. He strategically places you where you need to be with the people that you need to be with. Don't get so caught up in what everybody else is doing. Just focus on what God is doing in your life, because your greater will never compare to somebody else's. And so I feel like in this day and age where we see so much negativity, focus on the beauty that God is mixing in your life. You know, always remain encouraged, always push, pray until something happens. You know, never allow what you see to be the determiner of what actually happens in your life and how you move. Because if you base your life on what you see, you will have no life at all.
Wow.
Now pass the plate.
Yes, that's the offering plate. I thank you all so much. This concludes our show for tonight, everyone. If you are just now tuning in, you're tuning in to Optic Tea with LonnieB, where tonight I got to sit and get up close and personal with Monty Quinn. And that's the Lady O. If you want to reach them, find them. You can find them on Facebook and Instagram. You can find all of us on Facebook and Instagram. So be sure to go out there and hit that like button, follow button, and share button so people can get to know about Monty Quinn and Lady O, who has a release coming out in September. October, November, one of those months.
Let's just say this. It's gonna come out soon. Because I'm saying fourth quarter, but the way we've been moving, it may be soon.
Yes, come on, soon. I'll take the soon. I'll take the sooner than later. So everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. And once again, thank you for tuning in with Optic Tea with LonnieB. And we'll be back here next week. We'll actually be back here. We'll be going week after week for the next 3 months. So we'll be here next week again at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. But also, if you want to see my lovely face sooner than that, you can see me in the morning at 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time on Morning Tea with LonnieB at the same place. So until then, whether you see me in the morning or you see me next week, remember this: smile. You owe it to yourself. Have a good night. Thank you for tuning in to Optic Tea with LonnieB.
Thanks for watching another episode of Optic Tea with LonnieB. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Stay connected on and off the show by following Optic Tea with LonnieB on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube.